Right. We'll put the 4 cops in the loading bay and then we'll put Desmond out the front like we did with the others.
How many do we kill before?
All of them, if necessary. You're not turning yellow on me, are you?
Me? No way.
Come on, I'll give you a hand.
I can manage. You take 2 and I'll take 2.
Search yourself. I just thought you
My leg's okay now. Come on.
Well, you got what you wanted. You've got all the charm of a death adder, lady.
That makes us 2 of a kind, doesn't it?
3 men. We're talking about 3 men against the combined state and federal police. Are you trying to tell me we can't take them?
We're talking about the possibility of losing balance.
Not if this goes according to plan.
The whole thing's full of ifs, Jack.
Still, if it did work, at least we'd have them out in the open. Yeah. Otherwise, what are we talking about? Another dead hostage?
Hey, you want to go along with
Look,
this?
there was another shot just after 9. What more do you want?
All right, let's get on with it, eh?
Mrs. Reynolds, Inspector.
Right.
Is there any word? It's past 9 o'clock.
We don't know, Mrs. Reynolds. We've had no sign of them at the main door. We were hoping that they're holding off. With a bit of luck, we should have them all out in less than an hour.
I don't understand.
We're giving them what they want. A minibus to the airport and a private jet.
Well, at least they'll be away from the women.
Yes, and that's not all. Just have a look at this. This is a plan of the minibus, right? Now, one of our blokes will be driving. We know now that there are 3 men inside Wentworth.
How do we know that?
Well, we just know, Mrs. Reynolds. Now, the only thing we're certain about this whole thing is that one of their men will be sitting next to our driver to cover him. They're pros. They're going to expect us to pull a Swifty.
And the other crosses?
Well, they're guesses. Good ones, I hope. We've got to try and think like them. The crosses are the other 2 mercenaries and Ballinger.
And the circles?
Oh, that's the hostage. Yeah, the inspector's certain that whoever it is will be seated on one of those seats. So he's put guns under each one, hasn't he?
There's a big risk factor, but we all know that.
The prisoners don't know that.
Well, that won't matter, Mrs. Reynolds, because if I'm right, the hostage will be an officer.
And it doesn't matter if an officer's
Mrs. Reynolds,
killed.
we've placed guns under the seats. The driver's one of our best men. The glove box is booby-trapped, and we've got radio contact.
That hardly guarantees any
All right,
safety.
if we don't get them before we get to the airfield, the pilots there are our best marksmen. Now, what more do you want?
And if it doesn't work?
It'll work.
If it doesn't?
Well, then, like you say, at least they'll be away from the women, won't they?
Stupid bitch. She brought it on herself, anyhow.
How can you speak ill of the dead like that?
I'm crying isn't going to change anything.
Yeah, she's right. Let's face it, anyhow. She was never going to get out of this hole.
Kelly, if you don't shut up, Hole!
Stop that!
We mustn't fight amongst ourselves. Now move away, the both of you. Sorry, Mrs. Barry.
Myra said we had to stick together and stay calm.
Oh, terrific. Then she goes off ahead and gets shot. Fat lot of help she was.
You evil bitch! You can't see it, can you?
Is he, Flynn?
See what? She knew she'd be killed. She picked that fight deliberately.
What? What'd you do that for? 'Cause she's the top dog. And the top dog's supposed to look after us, isn't that right, Nora?
Right, love.
Oh, pigs. Why don't you just volunteer then?
Because she didn't want us to feel guilty about her death. Just as she didn't want the guilt of choosing one of us. Oh, I don't know. It's pretty hard to believe.
Of course it is. I could have picked someone.
Yeah. We know that, Kelly. But she was decent. And she cares.
Says who? How do we know this garbage is true?
We don't know, Kelly. And we never will. And that's all there is to it.
What difference does it make now? Myra's dead. And in less than an hour, another one of us will be too. And an hour after that. And an hour.
Yeah, she's right. How's your precious Desmond going to save you now?
Clever little bitch, aren't you? Now get down real slowly and don't even breathe in the wrong place.
We need 15 minutes. No more than 20.
Fair enough, Grace. We wouldn't want to keep the lady waiting. She's looking forward to the trip.
Look, no way. No hostages. That's not in the deal.
It has to be. Ferguson and Ballinger have become quite close.
All right, we've got a deal. No more killings, okay?
You're too late. Another one went at 9 o'clock. Oh, that's right. And there are 4 others. They're in the loading bay. I think they might be your men. But you won't miss them. They weren't very good. One more thing. You pull out all your men. We see one cop, and Ferguson dies.
Okay, we'll pull out. But let's not have any more killing.
That's up to you, Grace. 20 minutes, no more. We move out.
Well, so far so good. Ferguson's to be the hostage. Let's hope our luck holds.
Where the hell have you been? Where's Al?
Dumping the last body. I caught that kid in the showers. The ones the others called Chook.
Egbert? What the hell was she doing?
Trying to climb into an air vent. Stopped her, though. Threw her back in with the others. Wasn't sure what you'd want to do with her.
Damn it.
You think she was trying to climb out?
I've just realised something. She wasn't there. What? When we killed Desmond, she wasn't there. Supposing she got to a phone.
But I caught her just climbing up.
Or climbing down? I thought Grace sounded a bit cocky. Now he knows exactly what we've got to fight them with.
Bloody hell. What do we do now?
We go ahead as planned. Once we get on that bus, nobody can stop us.
I'm sorry, I just can't believe it.
It's all right, love. You go ahead and cry. We did.
Are you all right, Julie? Did you reach a telephone?
Yeah, I got Inspector Grace. I told him everything. He said no one else would get killed. Oh, God, how much longer?
What'd you come back for, anyhow? You could have been out by now.
I couldn't just leave you all.
You've saved yourself, Egbert.
Look, if they'd known I'd gone, there just would have been more trouble. How much worse can things get?
Right. When we get outside, I want you to cover Ferguson and you keep your hands off her till we get to the airport.
If I had my way, I'd throw the bitch out of the aeroplane. I want to see her suffer.
When we go out, I'll cover, then I'll check the driver.
Right.
All right, Ferguson, you're coming with us.
No, please, no more.
Don't worry, we're just taking her for a little ride.
And at the end?
Just do as you're told. Move. Is this the one?
That's her.
You got through to the cops, didn't you?
Yes. And I hope they kill you for what you've done to us.
Kill her.
No, she's just a child!
At last, I got something right.
I'm going after them.
We'll come with you.
No way.
Stay where you are. Nobody is leaving this room.